hear the air conditioners more. I caved. I put on my private air conditioner. All right. So now we talked about this, and I think I'm committing to it. All these beautiful globs of paint, I think, are going to go away. Kaputs, they're all dry. So what's that mean for us? That means we do that. My girl, where will you go? I'm going where the cold lives. In the pines, where the sun never shines. I would shiver away my feet. That. I suppose I'm blocking the camera. I should be up here and tell them. Alright. So we're going to start trying to figure the rest of her out. I really do like this. I looked up this Lucas paint, man. Woo! Now this one's not too bad. This one's not too bad price-wise. I think it was like $20. Something like that when I looked it up. But holy shit, I started looking at their cadmiums. Holy shit, man. I saved a thing of cobalt on my Amazon wish list, my painting supplies wish list, just to laugh at it whenever I saw it. Because it's like $75. I was like, oh shit. Sure, if I start selling my paintings for like $20,000 each, maybe I can afford them. As much as I go through them. Alright, so we got Cerulean, we got French Ultramarine, we got the Ultramarine Violet. We're going to need that magenta again. That was stolen from us by drying out. We'll need some titanium white. Get down there. Get down on it, damn it. That's not what I'm just thinking. Just gonna throw it back over there. Sitting in the morning sun. Sitting in the evening comes. Slaps it out right in the middle. For now, I think that's going to be okay. Throw down some medium, kind of right smack dab in the middle here. Because I think I'm going to get what I want out of the Ultramarine titanium white. But I might throw a dab of that Ultramarine violet in there, and possibly a little dab of the Cerulean. Get your ass down there. Mix that shit up. I saw a painter today that I've never seen before. He's an older gentleman from France. Give me a sec. I'll get my phone and I'll pull it up. I really like this stuff. He paints entirely with palette knife. And I'll put it down in the comments once I sit down again. His name. That's what his name. What's his name? What's his name? Christian Jaquel. I think I'm saying that right. Sitting Sitting here resting my bones, when this loneliness won't leave me alone. Take some of that ultramarine violet, toss that in there. Did you guys see the Sony stuff from E3? I mean, I don't know how you couldn't have. It's like fucking everywhere. It's just like all over the place. That Spider-Man game looks hot. I mean, the clip they showed originally, the first one I saw, I was jokingly calling it Spider-Man Arkham Raft. Because it's basically all it was. Like, oh, Spider-Man's trapped on the raft with his supervillains. Like, that sounds familiar. Alright. Before I keep doing that, we need that brush again. Ow! So I gotta scoop all this shit off of the palette now. Papa don't take no mess. Papa is a man who can understand how a man have to do whatever he can. Hit me. Right, I'm gonna throw more of that violet in. Violet, you're turning violet. Papa don't take no mess. Drink a little taste of gin. Bet it's lasting on a little game of skins. But the Last of Us game too. Last of Us 2. Fucking amazing looking. Same, I suck at that game, like the first one. I don't know about the second one. I assume I suck at the second one because it said it made it harder. It's very quick. I mean, I sucked at Uncharted too, so it's not like a surprise. I suck at all that type of stuff, like third-person shooters. But damn, it makes me want to play it again. It's like, I know I suck at it, but I kind of want to play it. I don't think I got more than a half hour through the first one before I was like, yeah, I'm getting my ass kicked in like by like the first groups. Just went looking for the photo and I have it right in front of me. It's been one of those days. Papa don't take no mess. Some excess on here. Take a stand. Papa don't take no mess. Take a chance. But there's a whole lot of fuss. But when we did wrong, Papa beat the hell out of us. Hit me. Papa don't take no mess. When he thought that I would die, saw Papa cry when he thought that I would die. It was in his eye. I knew it was a lie. Papa Smart got a whole lot of heart. Papa did was right when the game get hard. I'm losing track here. Bring your attention to me. It's for your eyes to see. Welcome to the show. Okay, the air conditioner could do a whole hell of a lot better job than it's doing now. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. You've seen that seeing is believing. Your ears and your eyes will be breathing. It's mine singing. Tight, 'cause the show is not over. Moving closer. Bane's such an easy voice for everyone to do. It'll be very painful for you. Blew my mind when I rewatched that and realized it was freaking Littlefingers playing the FBI agent. It'll be very painful for you. Perhaps he's wondering why you shoot a man before throwing him out a airplane. That's it. Forgot the fucking line. That'd be great, actually, if Tom Hardy stayed in like complete voice and character when he forgets his lines. Line, please. I almost switched into Sean Connery there. Sean Connery when he was giving a shit. I forgot my line and my accent. It's doing repeats today. Sunday night here right where we stand. Summer too warm. Don't say you weren't warned. From Seattle, falling to the sea. let's try. Beautiful Seattle, falling to the sea. Tsunami, there's no place I'd rather be. The world is ending, we already know. You wanna be when the fault line goes. Uh-oh, summer too warm. Don't say you weren't warned. Beautiful Seattle, falling to the sea. Told you that. This is not a good night so far. It's like good day, I should say. You guys have to understand. This morning I woke up with an extremely strong pain right in here. If you're not familiar with what that is, that's a kidney stone there. I know that for a fact. I know exactly what I'm getting, and I am pissed the hell off about it. I've kind of expected I was getting one anyway for a while now, but it's like confirmation came in. It's like, fuck, I don't want that. And I'm a fool for you because you're mine. I walk the line. Sure is night and day is light. I keep you on my mind both day and night. Every miss I've done proves that's right. Because you're mine, I walk the line. Get away to keep me on your side. You give me pause, love that I can't hide. Yeah, I know I'd even try to turn the tide. Because you're mine, I walk the line. Keep the close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. And keep my ends out for the ties that binds. Because you're mine, I walk the line. Oh, no, not new. Like that, that's a little better. That's fine. We can work with that. The itchy flakes, it is retained into adjacent creeps, it is retained into a fungus mold. It's my attraction, though. It's only a yeast infection. Only hurts when I pee. Only hurts when I hurts when I sing. Tempo. Geez, I'm good. Mode. Shout, that's nice. Only hurts when I. It's when I pee. Only hurts when I. Hurts when I sing. And white crease. Save the Vaseline. I know, you're probably looking at this going, you're insane. This is not a dog. And you're right. It'll get there. I hurt myself today to see if I still feel. I focus on the pain. The only thing that's real. The needle tears a hole. The unfamiliar sting. Trying to kill it all away. But I remember everything. What have I become? My sweetest friend. Everyone I know goes away in the end. And you could have it all. My empire of dirt. I will let you down. I will make you hurt. I wear this crown thorns upon my life. Now see, it shows me one viewer, but then shows me 3 here. Anybody actually here? Here, maybe I do something so it's a little more interactive. Because I have my Facebook page up too. So, if you're a Facebook viewer, go comment on the Twitch status. I'm trying to start tracking who's actually showing up and who, you know, where I'm getting views, if I'm getting views. Figure out if this is worth a damn to keep doing. I mean, I know it just started, and that's what I have to think about. You know, people I know that have done this. So just keep at it, just keep at it. It'll happen, it'll happen, it'll happen. People show up. My empire of dirt. Oh, shit. I said I'd do it and then I forgot to do it. Chat. This is the artist I was talking about earlier. Let's actually pull up the thing on the phone. Which one? This one, classic. Red from blonde, yeah, bitch, I'm drastic. Lips stop asking. Relax and start passing. Results could be tragic. Cast it. If I had to give you more, it's only been a year. But I got my foot through the door, and I ain't going nowhere. It took a while to get me here, and I'm gonna take my time. Don't fight that good shit in here. Now let me blow your mind. I guess my only complaint with this ultraviolet is that it's ultramarine violet. It does mix quickly, and that's just more. I'm not used to it, so I'm just learning from it. Baby, you got to breathe. Take a lot more than you to get rid of me. You gotta do what they can't do. I just do me. Into that penny pad. Sophomore, I ain't scared. One of a kind. If I had to give you more, it's only been a year. But I got my foot through the door, and I ain't going nowhere. And I'm... Excuse me while I dig for that brush. That's nice. I respect the cash. What are you looking at, Swan? Get you going, hit you really. Ride or die, bitch. Travel off, came strong. See, my chair does not move very well on. I put down some like rubber interlocking mats a couple months ago, and this chair does not do well on them at all. So if you ever see me like, that's why. I am what the French refer to as les incompetents. I don't know if the French really refer to me like that. I'd be like, dude, I don't even know you Frenchies. Who the fuck are you to say that? Incompetent. Yeah, I think we're back to another Obama song. Yeah. I hate myself, I don't want to die. Not like, not that I mean, kind of do, but that's not what I meant. Sing the song. We're gonna put it here. We're gonna put this. Oops, a little bit too much there, but that's alright. Put it there. Running nose and runny yoke. Even if you have a cold still. So what I'm going to do is throw in some of the pure ultramarine blues and start giving it a little fur texture actually in some of these darker areas. As you, I don't know if you, well, you're not going to see it here, but wow, she looks really blue there. She's not that blue. It is blue, but it's like a... Wow, I realize how fucking blue that looked, doesn't it? Maybe I could adjust the saturation, maybe that would help. Come on, I have to be so careful getting the, there we go. Let's see, properties, where's the properties? Button, who's got the button? Properties, there we go. Should I configure video? Let's drop that saturation down a little bit. Huh. I'm gonna hit apply and see if it does anything. Where's the gamma? That looks a little closer. It's a little better. A little more to what it's actually looking like. But see, I'm gonna also put in what is my one of my favorite like color mixtures to make a really nice dark color, which is I use a French ultramarine. Usually it's either burnt umber or burnt sienna. I kind of go back and forth with them. In the city of good old LA. That's LA first. In the city of good old Watts. In the city of Compton. Keep it rockin'. We keep it rockin'. Let me welcome everybody to the Wild Wild West. Believe it or not, I was actually looking at homes in California today. I can't afford to move to California. Money making machines. Be nice, but I'm looking at a thing like it's like, you know, $400,000. I'm going, and it's probably a shitty neighborhood. California's economic, like, gauntlet is just crazy. Basically, if you want to know the thought process, not that anybody's here and asking questions, but I'm going to do it because I need something to talk about. I was looking at Christian Jaquil and on his website, and once I got to the actual English version, it's some badly translated stuff, but he started talking about how he's got something in a gallery at Carmel by the Sea, California. So I was like, okay, well, what the hell is... And I thought the gallery was called Carmel by the Sea. It turns out it's like an actual town. Well, I think the town's just called Carmel, but whatever, it doesn't matter. So I started looking into it just to see, like, okay, well, you know. Now, the gallery he had mentioned specifically is no longer. So his site looks like it might have been a while since it's been updated. So he may already have passed from this world. He's an older gentleman. I don't know 100%. I didn't have time to really do anything beyond either look at the videos or look them up. And so I was just looking at the videos because I really dug watching him paint with the palette knife. But the give me love. But I was just looking, okay, well, here's the one. Here's a gallery I've looked at, and I'm like, okay, that's okay. And then I'm looking at them going, they say, well, they do specifically Californian artists. I'm like, oh. Maybe they do more. It's just that the current exhibits California. Again, I didn't have much time to do a lot of research. I was getting bombarded today at work. But I, during my lunch break, I was like, all right, let me just see this area. You know, what is it? Like, it's a shore town, so, you know, I assume California is like around here where shore town, so just jack up those prices immediately. And then I was looking for places like nearby. Actually, like the only place I found where I would possibly, depending if the pay rates of places I would look for would somehow get better than where I make currently. And there's no way I can really do it, but Sacramento, where you at? Can't see you. I get beat off again. Another serenader in another long-haired band. But I know the game and you'll forget my name and I won't be here in another year. Now, it's been a while since Billy Joel's been like heavy in the charts, but he's says his bank every year. I always want to call him out and tell him he's a liar. Then what they say, so I learned to dance with a hand in my pants and I rub the neck and I write them a check and they go their merry way. I played all kinds of palaces. I gotta stop doing that to myself. I'm checking the quality of the image, so I was up big, you know, full screen. And then I get down and I see a message, I'm like, woo, someone said something. No, it's just me. Are you my song? I like to stand a day or two, but I can't stay that long. See this pattern specifically though. You heard my latest record. It's been on the radio. It took me years to write it. They were the best years of my life. It was a beautiful song, but it ran too long. If you wanted to have the hits, you gotta make it fit. Cut it down to 305. Now see, that line cracks me up. Because I know that's what a lot of radio station, like not radio stations, but radio like A&R or sort of record company A&R guys do. They like say, yeah, oh, you can't have this song be this long. It'll never be a hit. You know, you have to cut it down or this, that, the other thing. And yet, it's been regularly proven wrong that time has any fucking bearing on whether a song's going to be a hit or not. You know what I mean? Like, you look at something like Stairway to Heaven or Freebird or, you know, Inagata Vita, or, you know, pick some fucking songs that are very super long. Bohemian Rhapsody, I mean, that's not super, super long, but it's a long one for radio. You know, it's like, here's a magical idea. Maybe songs will be hits if they're just good songs. I know that's fucking crazy, right? Like, I know I was just a music director of a shitty high school radio station, and I never, tried to get beyond that. But I know when it came time to choose our music, it was just like, how about we just put good music on? We'll put in, top 40 stuff that wasn't just super annoying top 40 stuff. You know what I mean? Like, we weren't throwing on, at least not in the regular cart rotation, pop-up one-hit wonders. Not typically. We didn't typically put up boy bands. I mean, I let people, if they wanted to do it for their choice, or like even if they suggested it for someone's birthday, like Sting's birthday. One time we did a police day. We had nothing but we didn't have nothing but police, but we had several police CDs in there that people could pick off of, and we told them that they had to play at least one police song. Everything was done by periods, for the school period. Like, so it was like, all right, during the school period, you can play this, but please play at least 2 police songs or something, Keep an eye on the playlist so they know what was played, so don't repeat each other, It went pretty well. But if people had suggestions like that, we did them, and, but for the most part, like I said, like boy bands were becoming popular at that time I'm sorry, we didn't do it. I just couldn't bring myself to it. Of course, you have to realize who I was in high school, too. I mean, long hair, like, cuckoo-ness, It just cracks me up. I always think about that, like the A&R guys that try to make a decision about what's going to be a hit. It's like, 9 times out of 10, I think they're fucking morons. Who was it? Airborne Toxic Event. What's the song? After Midnight? Sometime After Midnight? Something like that. That's what the song's called. I remember reading an article that they had been told by their A&R guy that they did not have a hit on their record because they didn't have something with a chorus. Like, an absolute repeating refrain. And they were like, well, but this song's got a, catchy bit to it, and everyone loves it. And they're like, yeah, we don't think it's going to be a hit. And then it turned out to be a huge hit for them. And always, stuff like that always makes me laugh. Like, here's a novel concept. Make good shit. I know it's crazy. I'm a wild man. Look, my stuff doesn't sell. You know why? I don't make good shit. I get it. And the boys hit me. Proper punctuation is important. There we go. Just in case. I think sometimes it gets confusing. The thing's trying to tell me, like, there's people watching you from, like, your Facebook page. And I'm like, oh, there's nobody here. I'm all alone. we're going to go back into with that. Like I said, we're going to be using this. We're going to be using a mixture I'm going to make with it. And thinking that the burnt umber will be enough. I think burnt sienna is going to be too dark. Oh, that wasn't even the right. That was my pants. Nice. Yeah, I think burnt sienna is going to be the one. I think burnt umber will be just too much. Too much. Alright, so checking out the fur. Let me ride. Swing down, sweet chariot, stop and let me ride. Down, sweet chariots, and let me ride. Swing down, sweet chariot, stop and let me ride. Swing down, sweet chariot, stop. Let me ride. Are you hip to Easter Island? I'm going to start I will do this time and time again and advise. I know you guys cannot see a lot of what's going on in here. You're not going to be able to see it unless you stop by regularly on my Facebook page. And see the pictures I post after I finish painting for the night. It's and even on there, you don't really get to see this stuff. A lot of what I'm going to be doing, and especially in these small fur brush strokes, this is going to be for Mike and Joe. Like, this is going to be for them. Before I started doing this Twitch stream, I did a portrait for my friend Bill and his wife Katie of their dog that just passed, Trixie. And I had a bunch of stuff I threw in there that I was like, there's little moments that just will not show up on camera. And I talk about that in the archived video I have about the, just art interpretation and stuff. And I'll do another one soon. I don't think with my... I want to do it more about the modernist movement exhibition that's at the Philadelphia Art Museum. So there's not going to be as much in that. But I'll talk about it again. How there's just stuff in paintings that you just never see in photos. I don't give a shit how good your digital camera is. I don't give a shit how good, the resolution is. How fucking amazing of a photographer it is. You're not going to see it. Period. I remember getting into an argument with a guy I worked with at Sears who was a photographer, and he's a damn good photographer. I'd really hope to let him do some stuff with my work or whatever at some point, but he moved to Oregon. Now it's going to be very hard for him to take pictures of my stuff from Oregon. I haven't spoken to him in a while either. Kind of fell out of touch. But he and I were talking about it. I'm like, dude, there's just stuff you can't see, and he's like, oh no. I'm like, dude, no, I'm serious. I'm serious. Like, I had to show him like some examples of things like as best I could. If you saw that art interpretation thing again that I did, it was I'm showing stuff of Van Gogh. I'm like, there's something here that you literally cannot see here. I'm telling you, it's there. I've seen this painting in real life. It's not in the camera. Up and down, turn around, round about and over again. Long gun, son of a gun, you are the only one that makes any difference. What I say, sun shines in the bedroom when we play. The raining always starts when you go away. Sun shines in the bedroom when we play. up and down, turn, 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 round, 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 about and over again. Long gun, son of a gun, you are the only one that makes any difference. This microphone's turning Technicolor. Pretty soon it's going to be the most colorful thing on this frickin' screen. How's that for a mic pop? Tell me that gets annoying. Is this annoying? Sorry. My youngest has a nasty habit of quoting, what's it, Despicable Me? First one. Curse you, tiny toilet. And she's been doing it for a very long time. Like, she would quote that movie when she was like 3 years old. She'd just sit there and start, you know. All you'd have to do is look at her and just go, "Hey, Sophia, why are you in your pajamas?" And she goes, "It's not pajamas. It's warm-up suit." I'm like, "What are you warming up for?" She goes, "Stuff." What kind of stuff? Grown-up stuff. Like going to sleep? These are not pajamas! It's very cute. Little did we know that when she would be yelling at us like that with "It's not pajamas!" that it wasn't just her being funny, it was like her personality forming. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Could have been, would have been dead if I didn't get them. Let's see, throw in a little violet. Be my girl, I'll be your man. Baby, take it there, suck my kiss, come on, be my shell. Hit me, you can't hurt me. I think it's like part of her. I hope I'm right about this. It might be the gels on the other side leaking through, and that's probably what it. Actually, that's what I think it is. That's all right. We're good. It's perfect there. We won't go into too much detail, and then we won't notice. Me here, I'll do it loud. Hit me, you can't hurt me. Now, if you guys haven't noticed, I have not run up the steps yet to say goodnight to my children, as I normally do at 9 o'clock. Because, you know, summer's here now, so they go to bed at 10. Am I kidding? Nobody ever much of that time anyway. Those motherfuckers ever go downstairs. Still remember, buddy Joe Rose got taken to the principal's office because he told someone to suck his kiss. The teacher heard it and thought he said something else. Music is the world within itself. To understand the tunity for others' sake. Clap their hands. Start to move. Ooh, that's a big glob. So you gotta be careful of that. Something like that. To forget. Music. I remember, was it Socrates? I think it was Socrates or Plato. He used to say that artists, specifically musicians, were the lowest of society. Especially musicians, because of the fact that they could make people turn to their basest moods by dancing. The way they dance. Something like that. It's an interesting theory. Kind of got it backwards there, though. It is our power to move people. That puts us above. I always point to the fact that what happens when societies disappear? You know what I mean? They learn historical facts from documents that they'll find. Granted. Be it hieroglyphs or, scrolls or whatever. I usually say this person was born here and did this thing here and that thing and that. But when it comes to actually learning about the society, where do they look? If they can find music, they look there, and they look at the art. And you go, they look at pottery too, and you go, guess what? It falls into that art category. And if you don't believe me, I'm actually just going to look this up because I want to make sure I spell her last name right. Okay, let's make sure it was CK. I suggest you look up my friend, one of our artists I went to school with. Her name's Heather May Erickson. She does awesome ceramics. It's kind of funny too. Heather and I, when we first like, we're in classes together, I'll be honest, she kind of scared me. She was a very intimidating person. I don't know. And she's probably laughing at this because she's not very big. She's a rather short person. Not saying short people can't be intimidating, but she's this short little, she's not a big frame or anything else like that. She looked mean to me sometimes, like to me, not just general, just to me. And then we started talking. It was around the time that Ellen came out. Both in real life and on the show. If you remember her sitcom. And so we were talking about that sitcom, and suddenly it was like her eyes lit up, and like, oh my god, because it was like cool. It's like she's part of the LGBT community, so it was like something we could actually talk to. I think maybe she thought maybe I was like homophobic type person or something. I don't know. And I think she figured out like I'm not. That's nice. I don't know why so many of my friends thought that for a while. I really don't. And sure, I guess I made a lot of off-color comments and jokes at the time, but I thought I always made it clear that I was always making the jokes like more on I know you're not this thing, so I'll use that to try to chop you down a little bit. Like when my buddy Mike came out, I jokingly, I actually have done it a couple more than one occasion. Said, from now on I'm going to call you a muff diver instead of a cocksucker. It's like, I thought it was funny as hell. He did too. Other people around us might not find it very funny, but I thought it was hilarious. That's why it bummed me out when my buddy Phil, who he did not come out to me. I found out because my friend Len, his roommate was gay, and him and Phil had a little bit of a relationship for a while. And he had found, and he was telling a story about his roommate and seeing Phil there or whatever. And he didn't realize, he said it and he looks at me and he goes, I wasn't supposed to say that in front of you. And I was like, dude, what the fuck? And he's like, yeah, Phil didn't want you to know. And I'm like, why the fuck doesn't Phil want me to fucking know? Yeah, it was rather insulting. A few years later, it was after my wife and I just started dating. Oh, not just, we've been together almost a full year. Because Phil comes out with his boyfriend to the restaurant I was working at. And, I was telling him how, I've been dating this girl, Heather, for about a year now, and he said something, we've been together, and I slapped him in the arm. I was like, it's about fucking time. It's a good thing it was a day shift, and there weren't a lot of people in the restaurant. And I was just like, dude, what the fuck did you think was going to happen? Like, he's like, I don't, I'm like, dude, you're my fucking brother. Like, literally, me and this kid went through, like, all sorts of shit together. Like, ain't no fucking way I'm that, It's like, and it's beyond that. I mean, like I said, first inclination is to become a monk and leave the situation, but every dog tongue with a syllable rope. So I think I do have an understanding of why some people might think that maybe I'm either, like a hateful person for one thing or the other. It's because I generally don't like people. So I always look angry and pissed off, and so if I'm looking at someone that maybe falls under a minority category, they may think that I don't like them because they're a minority, and I guess I understand that. I just don't like them because they're people. Especially if they're at work. Sorry, man. You work at my office, I probably don't like you. It's nothing personal, it's just... At this point, when I look at stuff about my job, I just generally think to myself, if they're there, if they work there, they're part of the problem. I was writing in my journal about it today because I was trying to think to myself, like, part of my struggle is the fact that I cannot accept the crazy ways that we screw up all the time. I mean, I do screw up, but I'm not talking about we as in me. I'm saying in my company as a whole, some of the things that we do, sometimes it's like, it's amazing. Like, we try to go out of our way to find a new way to screw up something. And it's like, okay, I just cannot come to terms with it. I've been looking at them for a long time, and I try to think about what we would, like, why we do these things sometimes, and even little stuff that they freak out about. They recently started doing adding a chat for customer service thing. And every morning we get in, I need someone logged into chat immediately, blah, blah, blah. And you run in and you log on to chat, and then you will not get a chat for the whole day. So they're freaking out, and they want to make sure that everybody's on chat, so just in case we get chat. And then nobody gets a chat for hours on end. And that just seems silly. It seems silly that they freak out about stuff like that. Just in case somebody possibly one moment wants to use this thing that honestly slows my computer, and my computer's new now, and the new one still gets slowed down to a crawl the second a chat comes through into the system. In your black tie affair, last one to know, the last one to show, I was the last one you thought you'd see there. When I took his glass of champagne, I toasted you and said, honey, we may be through, but you'll never hear me complain. Oh, that's terrible. That's off. I can hear it through my freaking headphones. So anyway, I was writing about this, about the fact that if I could just learn to accept it, I know my stress levels would go down. If I just sort of went, it's what we do. If I could just get myself to that point. But, and this is a Sir Mix-a-Lot but, I feel like if I did that, I become part of the problem. I become part of the groups that now are, letting all this shit fall. I don't think that sounds crazy, right? I mean, like, You know what I mean? Like if I'm willing to accept and just live with this stuff, then I think it does two things. At first, that will put me in a spot where I'm not going to be pushing to get the hell out. And I need to get the hell out. I know it. They know it. We all know it. It's not a big secret there that I've been suffering now for several years, and I can't seem to get out. I prefer not to get fired. Prefer not to get, you know. I mean, ideally, I'll be honest, ideally, if they fixed all their shit, it wouldn't be a bad place to work. Customers are going to be paying the balls no matter where we go. I know that. That's not a surprise. But if we fixed our shit, the customers would be less annoying than they are. Because they have the right to be annoyed. I had a sales guy talking to me today, talking about how, you know, the projected lead time sheets we give are basically worthless pieces of paper because we never meet those dates. And he just wonders why we even bother with the process of printing them. Well, we don't really print them, I mean, we put them online, but you know what I mean. Like, why we bother putting that sheet out to the public, because we're not going to hit it. So why the hell should we bother putting it out there? I mean, it's not wrong. It seems kind of silly. Okay, we're going to add some movement to that. Social grace, think I'll slip on down to the old ways. So I got friends in low places. Low places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away. And then, like I said, if we could get our shit together, I got a cold beverage. I need some leverage. Okay, so we're gonna do it like this a little bit. Then, you know, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. I've mentioned on here before, one of the most common phrases you will hear from leadership is, "That's just the way things are." It's the way they are. It's the way they're going to be. And it's said a lot. It's said a shockingly large amount of times for a company that always claims they want to be innovative. So it's these little things I think to myself, if I accept them, I become part of the problem. I betray everything I've been thinking about. Something from the bar? Yeah, I like cold beverage, yeah. I like cold beverage, yeah. I like cold beverage, yeah. Stick it in the fridge, stick it in the fridge, stick it in the fridge, stick it. Go girl, work the cold one. Go girl, work the cold one. Go girl, work the cold one. Go girl, work the... Yo, when I'm fishing, let's get one thing clear. The bait's over there, the brew's right here. 2 6-packs in the big bag of ice didn't even catch a bite, but the brew tasted best back to the ball. Strawberry daiquiris at the colada. Need a whole lot of them fruit drinks to catch me a buzz. I must tell you I'm the Kool-Aid kid. If you serve my drink, please stick it in the fridge, cause I'm coming down with something too. Better not, man. Tuesday's my birthday. Should I stream on my birthday? What do you think? Maybe I'll do a treat. We'll see. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can do it with this computer. If I can, I don't think I can monitor the comments. We'll see. We'll see if I can figure out something. But maybe I'll play Rocket League. I just don't know if I can run both. I'll have to do an experiment. To be honest, this computer's good, but I don't think it's that good. Unless I can figure out a way to do my PlayStation Network one, but I don't know if I can do that. We'll see. We'll look into it real quick over the weekend. You guys can watch how badly I suck at the game. I'll solo queue. I don't want to put anybody either on, like, I don't make anybody think like they're on the hook. Yeah. And my friends that play. Yeah, I think I'll try that. How's it look on there? I just want to see. It's getting fur texture, right? That looks like it's getting fur texture there, right? Stop. I'm sorry, if you don't like Star Trek, Jesus Christ, wow. Wow, kill me, throw me out of nerd communities right now. If you don't like the Star Wars disco. Then you have good taste in music. I do not, though. You know, if anybody's watching this in the archives, and a year from now, 2 years from now, or whatever, on the archive here or on YouTube, whichever way, one of us is going to be embarrassed, and it's not me. I have no shame. Though admittedly, my wife did get me to stop, like, doing press ham on the car windows, you know, if I wasn't driving. I come back from Denny's one night. My buddy Leonard was driving, and behind him, I think Diane was still his girlfriend at the time. Oops. Okay, now you finally put the cool on when I told you to drop the temperature, you asshole. Anyway, I think they were still dating at the time, but it was either his girlfriend or ex-girlfriend. I don't remember at the time, but they were following behind us, and so I press hammed them out the back window. And then Len complained about the rest of the car ride about how there were my ass cheeks. You know, the imprint of them on his back window. A few years later, I met my wife, and she broke me of that habit. The power of boners are strong. Insane in the brain. My shit on the cover now. It's time for the blubber. Blubber. Fat boy on a diet. Don't try it. Attack your ass like a looter in a riot. Slamming that ass. Leave your face in the grass. You know, I don't take a dulo lightly. Punk just jealous cause you can't outright kick that style. Wicked, wild. It's going insane. I like using that word. Even when I'm singing along with it, I like it. Insane in the brain. Actually, I'm not being 100% through this. I need to adjust that a little bit. That goes like that. Oh, there's a whole blob of this on my hand. This one right here. Like Louis Armstrong, play the trumpet, I'll hit that bong and break you off something soon. I got to get my props. Cops, come and try to snatch my crops. These pigs wanna blow my house down. That's right, you know, I noticed that the other day. That on these front paw areas, I definitely short shifted it, like. Hide from the red light beam. Now do you? Insane in the brain. Baby. Oh, that shit. Right, yes. Oh, the pretty girls in the world. And the ugly girls, too. 'Cause me, you're pretty anyway, baby. You give me your number, I call you up. You act like a pussy on interrupt. I don't have no trouble with you fucking me, but I have a little problem with you not fucking me. Baby, you know I'ma take care of you. 'Cause you say you got my baby and I know it ain't true. Is it a good thing? No, it's bad, bitch, for good or worse. Makes you a switch, so I walk on over my crystal. Your piss style, dirty won't be having that in this house. 'Cause bitch, I'll cover your style. Now that you heard my charming voice, you couldn't get... Would you won't get moist? You wanna look good and not be bummy? Girl, you better give me that money. Hey, dirty. Baby, I got your money, don't you worry. Said, hey, baby, I got your money. Hey, dirty. Baby, I got your money, don't you worry. Said, hey. So I glanced at the girl glanced at me and whispered in the ear, you wanna be with me? Look pretty though in my video. Don't hurry, let your hat and I let you on. Just dance if I'm put you in the Holy Ghost trance. If you stop, I'm put them killer ants in your pants. So you can see every eye, don't you be watching me. In the ground where you cannot be found. Just a dog trying to mix them up. Give me that and check that, give me my honey. Radios play this all day, every day. Recognize I'm a fool and you love me. None of you nut better look at me funny. No, you know my name now. Give me my money. Maybe I need to find that for if anybody ever donates to me. Sex. Yeah, it just says, baby, I got you. Or something, yeah. Split club like this all night. Your ass out, let me hold you tight. Looking at my wrist saying, "That's so nice." The priceless diamonds, shining disco lights. Will you help me solve my problem? How to get this money and rob them? Doggy dog when I want $1. Run on my car and roll dirty. And then lift up your skirt. And you want some of this dirty. God made dirt and dirt, bust your ass. Stop annoying me, yeah, play my music loud. And move the crowd. Let's have his dick in his mouth. Eddie Murphy taught me that back of the house. Now give him money. Baby, I got your money. Hey, dirty. Baby, I got your money. Baby, I got you. Give me money. Baby, I got your money. We got a little highlight. I'm gonna take this just a little bit. But we're gonna have to go back in there with like some real. Uh-oh, it's starting to really starting to fray already. This is a brand new fucking brush. Got a little bit too much on there. That's fine. Alright, now I might have fucked this up. No. There's stuff in there I think I can use. Yeah, that's good. That's good. It works perfect. Ga. Maybe I'm just pissed off so many people when I'm playing Rocket League to follow me. They was like, "You streaming?" I'm like, "Nah." And then they whip their ass. Or they whip my ass and I tell them off. Because they start talking shit. what I need. Oh, there's so much over there. That's weird. Just need it to be like really loose. That's what she said. I don't know what that means. Oh, it's really loose over there already for that color. What the fuck am I doing? She's got like a little, like right there where her hair like kind of parts. It's kind of nice. She's got some really pretty colors in her. Let's see where we're at here. Let's see if it's a notification of someone listening to me. Or sure I just heard my game system's gone, which shouldn't be happening right now. Because while the kids are allowed to stay up later, I don't think they're allowed to play video games this late. I say they, it's Vincent. And let's call a spade, it's Vincent. If he's playing video games. Ha, the jokes in this song. I've always cared what people think. I'm a fucking artist. I have low self-esteem. This defense my Lord said in order that was new. She didn't have to rhyme every time I sang. All my fierce strength, but now I'm insecure. I care what people think. Money's blurry face and I care what you think. My name's blurry face and I care what you think. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed. A certain smell will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from? Get a candle out of it if I ever found it. Trying to sell it, never sell out of it. I'd probably only sell one. But we have the same nose, same homegrown. Nothing really matters how a student knows the tree and once we all would take the ladder. My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Give each other different names, we would build a rocket ship and then we'd fly it far away. Used to dream of outer space, but now they're laughing at our face saying, wake up, you need to make money. Used to play pretend and give each other different names, they would build a rocket ship. Wake up, you need to make money. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days. Now we're stressed out. Play pretend, used to play pretend, buddy. Used to play pretend, wake up, you need the morning. Alright, looks like we might have gotten a little too jumpy there with the... I have to go back in with this... No, I got one. I got one real thick. Yeah, that's the color. That's what we need. Okay. Got a little jumpy with that blue earlier up near the eyes, it looks like. That lighter color. This is the end. Saw you again. And it turned my heart away. Smile at the sun, kisses the wind. So I want you Barracuda. Ah. Scuttle singing until somebody starts talking or hits follow or something. Telling you fucks. I think what I need to do is start putting like a follower's goal to, and then I'll stop. That'll get more people, I think. Stop making you assholes look at this stuff. Not that anybody actually is forced to look at it, but you know what I mean. Barracuda. Silly, silly. Oops. That's so crazy. That bitch is going to work fine. Yes, it will. That's the exact color I need to. Alexa, skip. My illusion, time to go away. My aggression, it's where you click your claim. Why I question self-that you brave. My perception. I try to get away, and yet I stick around. So fall and crawl away, and brush away loose ground. My intentions fell right away. I think get away, and yet I stick around. So fall and crawl away, and brush away loose ground. I had to laugh. I don't know if anybody saw it. I'm sure you did. There's been pictures popping up now from the Wonder Woman sequel online. And, not that the sequel's online, but the photos are online. You know what I'm saying. God damn it. Anyway, spoilers, sort of. Not really, because they're in the photos, so if you saw them, then you would already know. If you didn't, well, tough shit. Get off the fucking channel. Right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So Steve Trevor's back somehow. My buddy and I were talking at work a little bit about it, and figured it might have something to do with like Aries, and not Aries, Pluto, or Hades. Whatever. I guess they're great graces be Hades. So we're talking about it, like, you know, maybe he sets him back or something, whatever. Yeah, it's comics, but there's Wonder Woman makes the Greek legends real, so that works. So we're like, all right, we accepted that pretty quickly. But then another photo popped up, and he's got a fucking fanny pack on. And I fucking lost it. I was cracking up. And so I sent it to my buddy, and I immediately followed it with, for all y'all that wear fanny packs from Ben Folds 5. I had to do it. I was just like, oh my god. As soon as I saw it, that's immediately all I heard in my head. Oh, y'all wear fanny packs? Come on! To the hedges, to the track, a bottom trial. Here's to you, to me you want it all. To the garner, the gargle, the trophy on the wall. Here's to you, to me you want it all. The day the thirst drunken donkey won the race of Donegal. Hey! The donkey passed the donkey, he followed in pursuit. For fear they'd spill the whiskey, we begged them not to shoot. We bound through the turnstiles, but they're just in time to place our bets before the lot of them reached the starting line. The flag was up, the race was gone, the donkey lay behind. He saw the guards were after him, but sure he didn't mind. Had himself another sip, a second one as well. Then he bucked and kicked and knocked the competition all to hell. Here's to you, to me you want it all. The trophy on the wall. The day that Darcy's drunken donkey won the race at Donegal. Up to ahead. He finished off the whiskey, then toppled over dead. We went and checked the bets and found when everything was done, the Garnet came in second, and it totally 5-1. To drink up all the winnings and to celebrate the night, we missed the poor old donkey, but still we had to laugh when James he made a trophy of the donkey's better half. Everybody raised a glass at Darcy's ass. Darcy. The trophy on the wall. The Darcy's drunken donkey won the race at Donegal. The day the Darcy's drunken donkey won the race at Donegal. I won't see you for some time. I get lost in my mind. I get lost in my mind. Mama once told me You have any home where you feel love? I get lost in my mind. I get lost in my mind. She really does look like a blue dog, doesn't she? Don't you worry, don't you worry about me. Oh shit! All right, gotta be right back, real quick. I don't know how much time left, but I gotta be right back. May do this. Be right back. Transition. Mic off. So I figured out why it was getting hotter in here and the air conditioner wasn't quite working right. Just as I was leaving, I'm like, damn, there's a lot of hot air coming from the back of that air conditioner. And I realized that the vent, which you guys can sort of see, right there, coming out the window. Okay, the air conditioner's like right behind the painting. Well, that tube's got to connect to the back of it, and it had fallen out. So no fucking wonder it was getting hotter in here. It's like pushing 80 degrees. I was like, it was cooler when I started the damn thing. Chicks dig it. Don't let them tell you otherwise. To be honest, I don't know how much more painting I'll do. Let's think. We'll think what we got. She's coming together quite nicely. Again, I know it doesn't really come across in that photo. And look, I know she's very, very blue right now, and she's not that blue in the photo, but that's just because that's our darkest tone. Again, I always find it easier for me to go darkest into light. Pull that up a bit. I'm trying to pull this back so it's not like, you guys aren't dealing with like, air conditioner! If I even still have a viewer, I don't even know. Alright, I'm just trying to think. I don't think I have much more in me. I'm just exhausted. Try to keep going a little bit. My concern is I'll get somewhere and I'll start working really nicely and I'll be like, oh, I gotta keep going, and then I'll fucking kill myself. Like, just from the exhaustion point of it. It's the main reason that I will say that I really do wish. I wish I could get back to a place, be it like making money off of the paintings or, making money somewhere closer to home. Alexa, resume. That would allow me to paint longer periods of time. That's the one nice thing about my breakdown. When I went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, was that when I was out on medical leave and I was told I had to start painting again, and I did. See, he's got me. Was the nice thing about it was that I actually could paint for a while on end. And so I could go for 4 hours, 5 hours straight, and I could kind of get into a zone. And I wasn't dealing with shit from the day earlier, or any of that stuff. It was just my normal shit. And that was very nice. lost in my mind. I get lost in my mind. Oh, I get lost in my mind. Lost, I get lost, I get lost in my mind. Lost in my mind, as I get lost. I get lost. Scuttle singing. Kind of looks like scales. It's weird. Alexa, skip. That's all right. Back and forth, I sway with the wind. Resolution slips away again. Right through my fingers, back into my heart. And it's out of reach and it's in the dark. I think I'm blind, but I may be just paralyzed. 'Cause the plot thickens every day. It's crumbling away, but I know there's a picture for me. Indecision clouds my vision. No one listens because there's no one here on my stream. My life is falling to pieces. Somebody put me together. Laying face down on the ground. My fingers in my ear to block the sound. Avoid the sight. Anticipating the end, losing the will to fight. Droplets of yes and no, and an ocean of maybe. It looks like a steep incline, so for mine, but I know the equilibrium's there. Indecision clouds my vision. No one listens because I'm somewhere in between my love and my agony. Back and forth, I sway with the wind. Resolution flips away again. Right through my fingers, back into my heart. Sometimes I think I'm blind, but I may be just paralyzed. Every day. I'll keep crumbling away, but I know there's a picture for me. Indecision clouds my vision. No one listens because I'm somewhere in between my love and my agony. My life is falling to pieces. Somebody put me together between Boom. Boom. Somebody think Mike's like looking at this somewhere and like just fuck, I made a horrible mistake. True covenant security. I can't let you smother me. Like to, but it couldn't work. Trading off and taking turns. Don't regret a thing, I got this friend you see, and it makes me feel, and I want it more than I can still. I'll wear a shield to prove I still smell her on you. Don't tell me what I wanna hear. Afraid I've never known a fear. Experience everything to me. Okay, experience everything you need. That's right. Fuck that one up. Fucking gun, I got this friend you see. Makes me feel, and I want it more than I can steal. I'll arrest myself, I'll wear a shield. I go out of my way to prove I still smell her on you. True. Covenant security. I can let you smother me. Like the what good at work. Trading off and taking turns. Don't regret a thing, I got this friend you see. Makes me feel, and I want it more than I could steal. I'll arrest myself, wear a shield. Make you a deal, we'll make a pact. Like I popped the microphone on that one, didn't I? Like we would go out of my way to prove I still smell her on you. That I still smell her on you. Smell her on you. Alexa, stop. Alright. I think we got pretty good, you know? All things taken into account. I'm happy with what I see. It's starting to look like Wilma. Starting to get the fur pattern down. Starting to get those little elements that are going to work. As I said, I know she's a very, very blue dog right now. And she's not going to end up that... I mean, she'll still be bluish. Very blue, but she's not going to be this blue. I'm trying to think, isn't there... Like, I mean, this looks like blue, like the dog from Blue's Clues. Like, grew up kind of thing going on here. But it won't be that bad, I promise. Can't guess today, sorry. I think it's all counter to the kidney stone movement I was having earlier today. I said it's been funky. Yeah, so I think we'll kind of keep on this track tomorrow. You know, I think I'm going to add in some cobalt too. Just in a couple spots, like a little bit here in this dark area, a little bit here in the lower darks, you know, just to give it a little more variety in there before we really start slapping in, like I said, the darker brown blue combo that will be thrown in too. And then that color we'll probably take and lighten up dramatically to get the lighter tones that we want. So that'll also get mixed in at some point with that Naples yellow that I like so much. I think that'll help balance this a lot. But yeah, I don't know. It's a little late to share your comments now, I guess. I don't think you can really comment. Well, I guess you can comment when you watch the videos if you watch them in the archives here. I don't know. But they get exported to YouTube. My channel is Menace Art. I mean, it's not very fucking hard to find. Yeah, go by the same name pretty much everywhere. Or if you want to, like, go over to Brian Coates, Facebook.com/Brian Coates Paintings. I am probably at some point, I don't know when. God, I don't know when, because it's going to be a big, big overhaul. I've had a website for years that has just been lying dormant. It has not been touched since the release of the second issue of League of Extraordinarily Stupid Gentlemen. And I think my son was 2. So we're talking 9 years or so since it's last been updated, I think. Hold on, ready? Let's see. The last thing on there is a blog pop-up in the front. Let's see what it says, shall we? Why not? Killing 1 minute. 2. There we go. Wait, I just had it. Fucker. Should pop up. There we go. 2societystudios.com. Last update was 7 years ago. 7.5 almost. So yeah. Yeah, I was doing sketches at the time for commissions of whatever. So I want to overhaul the whole damn website. You know, I guess get rid of most of the comic artwork. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. Maybe I'll get rid of my commissions page. That's pretty much non-existent anymore. Update the store. Let me just see. I'm just trying to look at what I had. Yeah, maybe get rid of all the comic book art that was for sale. Or at least take away the pages that were sold or something off of there. We'll see. Hey! Someone's hosting me. I gotta change that update too. Damn it. Alright. Gotta change that number. That notification. Forgot to do that. Alright, but yeah. He's hosting me and I'm about to cut off. So, anybody joining me from Mike's channel, hi. This is Mike's dog I'm painting. Anyways, I'm rambling. I'm exhausted. So, it's time for bed. We'll pick it up tomorrow. 8:15 as usual, if not a little earlier. And, we should get good distance done tomorrow. I think I'm feeling really good with this. So, we'll see. Catch you later.